guys, welcome back to another episode of Table Talk with TEDx. My name is Raymond Liu, the Director of Marketing Communications, and I'm here with our very special guest,
Sheila. Hi.
Do you have a last name?
I do. I just go by Sheila. I'm like her first name.
Yeah, Sheila blank. Like
Sheila.
God.
It's just Sheila. That's how it is. Like,
Dang,
no,
okay.
It's Sheila J. Sadr. So
Nice.
SADR, because no one knows how to say it.
Do you get in trouble with or not you get in trouble, do professors get in trouble with you in terms of that? Like,
I'm actually pretty relaxed with
right?
it.
In class,
Yeah,
if they're like close in the ballpark, they're like,
like
I'll give some.
the way I say it is like for like white people,
yeah,
I say like
go
Sadr. Just say Sadr. It's fine.
Right.
Sadr,
like exceptions.
I don't, because if I say my last name is Sadr, everyone's gonna try it, and I don't want to hear several mispronunciations of it. So I'm just like, here you go. Here's your way out. And then they're like, but what's the real way? And I'm like, this is why I don't tell you.
That is the real way.
Like when someone once says like sad for the first time in front of a white person, they're like very confused.
Sad?
What?
What? Emotion?
Who? Yeah. Yeah. So.
Oh my god, that is so interesting. That
works.
is so fun. We could go all day on this. Like,
yes,
guys, but
like...
we are on a time crunch. We're trying to get things out of here. Alright. Side conversation outside.
Like, I feel like a lot of people would understand.
Yeah, like there's so many people, and like even small things.
Yeah.
Like the N versus the N with the accent. Like people just go off on it. I'm just like, I'm so sorry that you don't have a simple last name, but I'm so sorry that people are ignorant.
Well,
people are trying.
It's really conflicting.
Like people are trying though.
People are trying. Like it's conflicting because I totally respect people who are like, say it right.
Right.
For me, I just don't want to go through hearing people mispronounce
like
it.
After so many times.
Just like it's my like, and then also my thing that irks me is if my whole artist name isn't said.
Oh.
Because some people just say my first and last, but they miss the middle initial.
Right.
And the middle initial is my mom's maiden name.
Yeah, so you want that in there.
I want that in there. She always is like, oh, I'm in it. And she like, if it's on a book cover, then it's like, oh, I made it on the book. It makes me really happy. So. Right.
So it's just like a little caveat for you, little niches.
Yeah.
Nice.
I'm a stickler.
Awesome. All right, so the name of the game is that we're just gonna ask you a few questions about the work that you do.
Mm-hmm.
Is like, guys, just to let you guys know, she's not a TEDx speaker. She's a poet, so we're doing a little special poet edition for you guys. We're just gonna ask about you and then what you like to do and what got you into everything that you do.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then we're just gonna go from there.
I'm ready.
Lose no structure.
I'm ready.
All right. So first question: what motivated you to do poetry?
Oof.
To start the endeavor?
I don't think anyone has ever like. At least, I can't say anyone ever. It's right. For me, I don't think I ever was like, this is what I'm going to do. This is the career line of work that I go into. For me, it was kind of it just kind of happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I started writing at a really young. I actually was writing before I could speak. Yeah, I would write letters. Not like I was. It was
letters to Juliet type of thing.
I love you, as like a 3-year-old, or I hat you. Like I hate you, but I hat you.
Yeah, or
I couldn't spell. But so I was writing at a really young age, and then I remember the first poem I ever read. I read it was Trees by Joyce Kilmer. And and so I don't think I ever had a choice. Because I don't think anyone would choose to go into this.
Right, no.
Because poetry is hard. It's really hard to make money. To be successful is challenging. It's not easy. It's very much an uphill battle.
Right.
So I would sometimes just pray that this would just be a hobby. But it wasn't. My heart wasn't like that. My heart really wanted it to be more for myself. So it kind of wasn't something why I chose it. It was just it was kind of something that kind of just grew like a garden.
Right.
And found its way.
It's like a passion, what is it? Let me rephrase. It was a habit that turned into a passion that turned into milestones. And
kind of, yeah. Like the first couple poems I wrote, I didn't even realize they were really poems.
Yeah, they're just like words on a page.
They were just expressions of feeling and anxieties that I didn't know how to say any other way.
Right.
And then I started like performing it, and then I was on the slam team here at CSULB for 4 years.
Nice.
And I was running the Poets Lounge for 4 years. And then I just kind of started branching out more and more, and it just became what it is now, which is I'm still like always in shock.
Right.
Like it still overwhelms me how far I've gotten, and that it's just the beginning.
Right.
So, if that makes sense.
You know, you just reach your prologue.
Yeah, and it's like it's been pretty great.
Of course, no, celebrate that. Let's do it.
Yeah, it's like I don't know, like what like things are that I'm doing right now. I would say it's hard for me to celebrate myself.
Yeah, no. This is like for our viewers to get to know you.
Yeah,
so let's do it. Let's talk about it.
I won the Not a Cult poetry book competition.
Book, as in like you wrote a poetry book?
I won a competition that got me a book deal.
Oh.
Yes.
Is it in the works? Is it out yet?
It comes out September 21st, 2020.
So it's all printing right now.
It is right now. We're designing the book cover, and Not a Cult is the same publisher as the people who published Jessica Salgado.
Mm-hmm.
Jessica Salgado, Matthew Cuban, who was at CSULB recently,
right?
Alicia Wise, some like really big poetry people who are my mentors,
right?
Like people I love, my family, and they and I'm lucky enough to have a book within their family of publishers.
Nice.
So it's a really big publication. I'm really excited. It's called Birthday Girl.
Can you tell us more about that? Why that title? No, why that title? Yeah, stuff like that. Like
yeah. So the
sneak peek it.
Like the way I try to like explain it, it's very much a coming of age story and like a superhero kind of not not a superhero, but like it's kind of like the origin story.
Yeah, the evolvement of self.
Yes, right? And so basically the way that the title came along was very much when I was young, my fun fact about myself was my birthday.
Right.
So I'd walk around being like June 30th, and I just walk around and then like I would make I put magic shows together when I was a kid and like at my house at house parties with my family, and I'd sell tickets for like 10 cents. Or I would make makeshift books, and I'd be like, one day I'm gonna be famous, and I'd like give it out. And then as time like passed, I got really quiet. I was really reclusive and like really shy. And so the story is about basically trying to find Birthday Girl again, that girl that was celebrating herself and really proud of her accomplishments and was really creative. And how to kind of like navigate through that. So that's like the story. And so yeah, it's something I'm just working on. I'm very excited.
So is that why you said it was kind of hard to celebrate yourself, because of you once were and now, or like that character that you are portraying in the book, like once was able to celebrate, wasn't able to later on, and trying to find herself again.
Yeah, it's very much like a journey. Like I don't know if very nerd terms.
No,
like,
go for it.
You know, like Hero of 1,000 Faces, the hero's journey. It's like the ordinary world is where you start off, and you have a call to adventure.
Right. And
then you go on the adventure, and then you come on like a road back home, and you come home a different person. And so there's the ordinary world, and like this world that the character Birthday Girl, which is a version of me. It's a collection of poetry, right?
Right.
And there's an ordinary world. The call to adventure is love. I fell in love, and it turned into not a great love, as lots of loves happen.
Right.
And I realized through that love that I had stuff I needed to deal with, that I needed a lot of learning, and I had to acknowledge a lot of things. And so that was my journey and my unlearning process through that book and through just my life. Yeah. And then the road home and coming back home a different person and a different kind of a birthday girl. So that's like the whole kind of story. I'm really, really excited about it.
I'm excited about it, and I don't even know poetry like that.
You know what? You're about to.
I was like, give it to me. I was like, I'm ready. Slam me head first. You know, like, just do it. But I was just like, I see you do this. I was like, so it comes full circle.
It's full circle. It's full circle. Yeah.
Birthday girl with the birthday cake full circle.
I know. Oh my gosh.
See, imagery.
Ideas. I'm about it. Did you? This might be a side thing, but this is a thing I knew or I just learned is that if you post a photo of yourself with a birthday cake, even if it's not your birthday, you will get more engagement on a photo.
Because
people think it's your birthday.
Yeah, people feel bad.
Or people automatically think.
Yeah.
That's outstanding.
No. I actually can attest to that because I was just like people that I wouldn't know or have typically like liking my stuff would literally comment. I'm like, you came out of nowhere. Like who are you? Like
because it's like major life things, or like that they look like it. They tend to get a lot more attention. Yeah. So birthdays, what else? Weddings, holidays, things like that.
Yeah, because I was about to say, I was like, you have way too many birthdays. It's like, I'm tired of seeing your stuff. And I'm just like, decline by your wedding day was like the most important thing.
It's like you don't see someone for like 5 years and suddenly they're engaged.
Yeah, I'm like, who knew?
Okay.
That's what Facebook's for.
On such a tangent.
I know. All right, tangent. All right, back to topic. But I think you already touched upon this one, but if you want to like just short and sweet answer this one, what inspired you to do the work that you do?
Well, like actually, the way that I've kind of distilled it down is the reason I do everything at this point now is because I really want to build bridges within myself and bridges outside of myself with other people. And so the reason that like it motivates me now is like I want to be able to build with my writing systems of healing within myself and like things that get me excited about the world and also like let me reflect. But I also very much want to connect with other Iranians because I'm Iranian, and so I really want to connect with other Iranians and other women, and then other first generation kids, other queer folk if they are there, other people of color, anybody who really I don't know, resonates. I want to build bridges with them, and I really want to. I'm just like a very like everybody's always like everybody has like a tough kind of like demeanor and like attitude and very, and I'm so not that. And so I just
me neither.
all this squishy energy, all the like flower children, not flower children, but like flowery kids.
like giddiness.
I just. Come over here.
I know, it's like big hug.
Yeah,
big hug. Community.
I see you. Your feelings are valid.
Yeah, I was like, I'm trying to represent you.
Yeah, exactly. So what motivates me now is to build bridges within myself and outside of myself. And I try to build bridges also within my community, and I also try to help even my small poetry community as best as I can.
Yeah, that's so awesome. Mentor figure.
I'm trying.
Representation.
Important. All
of it. Nice. All right, so you're gonna have a number of performances, right? On that night?
Yeah.
So what would be like one key takeaway that you would like our audience to obtain from your presentations?
Ooh.
Yeah. I know you're gonna have a couple. I was like,
I have a couple.
But then like which one? What is one thing overall, all encompassing?
I think the theme is about battling perceptions, and I really. I think one of the big kind of themes that I'm noticing in the works that I'm presenting is very much that we are all connected and that we are all individually here because we're all here, if that makes sense.
Right.
Like I could never make it here in this seat back at my school that I graduated from without other people who referred me here or who reached out to me here or didn't see that or perhaps you wouldn't have made it here without other connections and other people around you who supported you and lifted you and that you do that for other people, and so it's like this amazing beautiful web of like history and ancestry and also being present in personhood. So it's just I think like a lot of the work that I'm going to be presenting is very much about connectedness and about just storytelling and like how storytelling is like a thread kind of like weaving things together.
Like a constant story of welcoming and welcomeness.
Yeah, it's like we are all seamstresses and
right,
and you know, I don't know, seamstresses is feminine, but
like yeah, seamstresses and male versions of seamstresses.
Yes, yeah, like exactly. We're all making the same thing. We're all
interwoven.
Yeah, it's all about interwovenness. Yeah. So I think that's a lot of it, which is like dense to present, but it's I'm up to the task.
Because you're doing it in a very like non-traditional like poet. I would say like non-traditional to an outsider's perspective.
Yeah.
Of how like you're going about this. For example, like singing. She sang, guys, right before this. I was like, so you're not just taking the normal approach. Like, how would you describe your way of trying to present this such dense information?
I feel like I tried to present it without and this is no shade. It's just I don't have like an academic argument.
No,
it's all story and like emotions are the paint, you know.
Of course.
And so I think it's the way that I like. It's different because it's channeling empathy. It's using empathy as like texture and like you know, like emotions as paint. It's all these like it's very much playing with feelings.
Yes.
And like in a way where like not in like a bad way, you know, in a way where like you can trust me and like I got you, and it's all about a good thing, you know. If that makes sense. I think it's different because it's with TED speeches, they are about emotions and they're beautifully backed by like evidence and anecdotes. And mine have some of that, but I think there's also like a rhythm to
like
it.
a different spin on it.
Yeah, and there's also like with poetry, there's a rhythm that like I hear like when I'm performing. There's a cadence, there's a beat, and there's an inflection.
Right.
So I think that it almost feels like it feels different because it almost is like a song without music. It's just
which you're about to turn into a song. Just have an EP.
I know. Someone literally asked me the other day if I rap, and I was like,
"You rap?"
I don't. I wish I did.
Okay, but you know that quote? But I'm not a rapper, but you're a poet, you're a lyricist, you're a rhymer, and you're like Dr. Seuss, Bob Ross. Like, just take the lead. I was like, but I'm not a rapper, but you are literally everything else that encompasses a rapper.
I've tried like freestyling before. It's tough. I like hats off to them.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay, Jaira. Guys, if you don't know Jaira Dang, but she's like literally outside our door just watching.
Hello.
Don't come in. She's trying to come in, guys. Interrupting. All right. So we already touched about it on how you would describe what you do, but if you have 3 words, what would you do? How would you describe
what I do?
Your poetry work.
Like what I talk about or what I do?
No, I was just like the way that you're gonna portray your information creatively and expressively. If you have 3 words to describe your entire thing, your entire scenario, skit, whatever you want to call it, what are those 3 words?
Gentle, joyous, and passionate.
Am I gonna see tears from passion?
From me, maybe. Like I'm not shy about my feelings.
Okay.
But,
respected.
If my mom's there at the event, which I think
like,
there's no way.
Please.
She'll definitely cry.
Her J is in there.
I know she's there.
That's me, guys.
She's one of those people. Like the minute I like take the stage, she cries. So we're gonna.
She's that mom. She's a soccer mom that like.
She's the soccer mom. I remember I was like in the musical in like elementary school, and I was like one of like the lead singers, but it was like 6th grade.
Right.
And I went on stage, and my mom was just sobbing.
I'm just like, oh my god, emotional mess. Like we're going
just like okay,
they're
Mom,
just singing a
like,
number.
You have your feelings. I'm about it. I support you.
And you're just like okay, do you kind of laugh though when she does?
No, it honestly it makes me super happy.
Right.
But it's like because when you take the line of work of art, you are disappointing your parents. At least for my parents.
Me with dance.
Yeah.
Like, so I was like, when you perform, you're like, I could have turned this into a career.
I remember telling my parents in the car that I wanted to write.
Oh.
When I was in high school my senior year, and it was a tough conversation because it's a very scary thing. There's a lot of risk to it, and so to see her be proud of me.
Yeah.
To do something that makes her feel pride where like I can't give
like
it
that's my daughter, that's
like,
my son.
Yeah,
right
like
there.
I can't give it to her in the same way as like becoming a doctor.
Yeah.
I'll never be able to do that, although she really wishes. Or like I'll never be able to
imagination.
I know, like I can never give her the pride of like becoming a lawyer.
Like sense of accomplishment.
But this moment like makes me feel like all the risks and all the pain and because there's been a lot of hardship, but a lot of successes has been worth it. If like she's proud of me, and like I can like do that. It's like obviously she's crying, but it's still like it means a lot. It does. So yeah, it's kind of silly, but it's also like it's
like it's the proud moment, a proud daughter moment.
Yeah, because I hate disappointing my parents.
Yeah, that's like every child's worst fear, but they live it anyway because it's like because their whole entire life is a disappointment at some point. At some point, not. At some point, yeah. But it's just like
it's also like you have to live your own life. Yeah. You have to, and that does sometimes that often means you're gonna disappoint your parents, and so. I was a very brave kid.
Yeah,
and I disappointed them pretty quickly.
Yeah.
And so to see now as like an adult that like I have a book and I'm featuring at TEDx or House of Blues or I have all of these
like
really
headliner news.
Good things happening. And that like I'm actually like I'm in a master's program. And if I wasn't like doing what I was doing, it wouldn't have led me there. Mm-hmm. And to see their pride, it means a lot. It really does. It means it's all worth it, especially as a first generation kid.
Right. Like, no, we can definitely attest. It's like living hopes and dreams instilled in the children that the parents couldn't live. Went through all this struggle to have it instilled.
And now they want to do art.
And now like disappoint. That's the epitome of disappointment.
And now you want to do art.
Yeah, I was like.
But it's kind
creative expression.
But it's also kind of poetic.
Yeah.
Because it's like
poetic justice.
Well, it's because it's kind of poetic because it's like. They made it here just so that you could tell their story. Right. Like that is what the universe wanted for them is that you become like an artist so that you can tell a story for them. Which is so freaking cool. Anyway, I'm a romantic and I'm a poet.
Okay, letters to Juliet here. Oh, poetry to Juliet. Yeah, I don't know. To your Romeo. But yeah, this is an off the books question. Yeah. We can dabble a little bit into it. But outside of poetry, what do you like doing? What are you into?
I'm like into everything. I really.
What's your favorite thing to do? One thing.
My favorite thing to do?
Outside of work, outside of like living life.
I
really, what's that exhaustive breath?
Yeah, well, because I have like so many interests. I think it's really important to have to just know a lot, and so I actually like really like watching like movies and following TV shows. I'm a big nerd when it comes to movies and TV shows, and then I also like love shabu. Like I'm a big shabu fan.
Yeah, also foodie.
I'm a huge foodie, and then probably the last thing that I've been really into recently is I've been working out a lot.
Fitness game, yes.
I really want to
like the mental healthness and everything.
I'm all about it. Like I want to go in and I want to have a book release and I want to look like a superhero.
Yeah,
like, I want
to be like that. Yeah, like
I want my shoulders to have shoulders. Like, I want, like, huge
oh, okay, that's creative. Like I'm trying to visually imagine that. I'm like
probably not that.
Two like shoulder guards.
like you know what it was? It was me. I was watching like The Witcher, and watching The Witcher really motivated me into getting fit.
The Witcher, guys, if you guys want to know.
And I'm a really big fan.
Hey, season 2 is coming out. You know.
Right. But yeah, that's what I'm really into right now.
Awesome. So see, that concludes my interview for me.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, of course. Do you have any last comments, plugs? What do you like? Where can people find you?
Oh, you can find me on Instagram at OHOH Sheila with 2 A's, and I have a website at SheilaJSadr SADR.com. Yeah, and look out for my book, Birthday Girl.
On which
it's the publisher is Not Occult Press. It's coming out September 21st, 2020. Don't worry, I'll be advertising it.
Okay, I was about to say, I was like Amazon, Barnes and Noble.
It will be on
Boards
Amazon.
that doesn't exist anymore.
If you type in boards.com, it takes Barnes and Noble. It's gonna be sold. It's gonna be sold on Amazon. If it does really well, I can make it to Barnes and Nobles. If you want it in your independent bookstore, you can reach out to the publisher and have it there. But I'm really hyped.
Yeah,
really
I know.
Hyped.
We're all hyped over here.
I think it's actually going to be marketable.
Oh,
that's exciting.
Crossing our fingers.
Knock on wood.
I know. Well, you guys heard it here, folks. Guys, make sure to check Sheila. Now, I was like, we had a whole conversation.
You had so many people.
I know. I was just like, it was. Hey. We had interviews all day today. Give me some slack here.
No, you had so many people.
I was like, we got Sheila over here, and make sure to check out all of our platforms. Her book is coming out. That's super exciting. You never know. And also make sure to check us out at TEDxCSULB on all of our platforms as well at Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Beachink, website, YouTube. Anything you can find us in, anything you Google, we're there. We'll try to help you guys out with all that. But yeah, and then also if you guys like these sort of videos, make sure to tune into all the rest of our videos. I know this is a little bit like these are talk about speakers, but hey, we got a mad poet here, man. Like you gotta accommodate when the situation arises. But yeah, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, share with all your friends. Let us know what you think. And yeah, we'll see you in the next episode. See ya.